NFL post-week 11 before week 12 power rankings. We're going to get right into it. And happy early Thanksgiving to all of you guys. At number 2, we have the Detroit Lions, who are currently 0-9-1, and they're staying the same. You lost. It was pretty close, honestly, but you lost. You had your backup quarterback. He didn't play very well, but at least on the bright side, DeAndre Swift played very well. But you're still winless. At 31, I have the Texans. They're going to stay the same, even though you surprised probably the whole world, honestly, by beating the Titans. You're still 2-8. Your only 2 wins are against divisional opponents, and those are like the easiest games to win because you guys know each other very well. So, can I be surprised that you won? Yes. Do I think that's going to affect you guys at all? Maybe in a draft pick, but not in a good way. So, enjoy 31. At 30, I have the New Jersey Giants. You're 3-7. Yeah, you got stomped on by Tom Brady. Yeah. I didn't really expect that. I expected it to be close because you guys own Tom Brady in a way. I mean, you beat him in 2 Super Bowls. But maybe that was just Eli Manning and not you guys. So, but it's a shame to say that I don't think you're going anywhere. You're probably gonna have to win out and then hope something miraculous happens. But I'd say besides the Lions, everyone in that NFC is still in the playoff hunt. At 29, I have the other Jersey team, and that is the Jets. The Jets, they put up a pretty good fight against the Dolphins, but you just couldn't bring it together. Also, the Giants went down a spot, and the Jets went up a spot. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, you're 2-8. You're practically done. I mean, I probably bet that you are. So, yeah. But you're in good position for a good draft pick, I guess. At 28, staying the same, Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars, you guys put up a pretty solid fight against a team that I expected to be good. And, oh wait, that was last week. Yeah. You guys are dog shit. How the hell do you lose that badly to the 49ers? The 49ers. It's nothing against the 49ers. It's just I think the 49ers aren't as good as a team as people project them to be. 30-10. That's just sad. But hey, you can always bounce back, hopefully. But will you is the question. Probably not, knowing you guys. You're playing the Falcons though, so it's a very winnable game. Next, 27. The team you're going up against, the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, they're a team that's coming off of a brutal loss on Thursday. What was it, 25-0 against the Patriots? That's in the past 2 weeks you've been outscored, I think 68-3. That's not a good formula. You guys are playing horrible. So, I can't be high on you. But you got the Jaguars next week, and like the Jaguars, this could be a winnable game for either side. So, it just depends on who wants it more. Whether we're talking about the better draft pick or just the win in general. At 26, going down a spot, I have the Chicago Bears. You guys are now, I don't know for how long, I don't know if it's just a week or what, without Justin Fields. Andy Dalton looked pretty good though. Well, you look better than Justin Fields, but is Andy Dalton going to be, your future? No, he's on a 1-year deal, and you traded up to draft a guy in the first round. So he better not be your future, but hey, he's a good bridge quarterback. I don't think you're gonna really do anything. 3-7 at the moment. That is, a pretty good spot to be if you're in the NFC. But you're still not in that playoff contention. Especially how you've been playing. But you're definitely still in the conversation for in the hunt. Next, at 25, I have the Miami Dolphins, who improved to 4-7 after a close win against the Jets. You guys, I don't really know. I mean, You started off pretty bad, and now all of a sudden you're heating up. It seems like it might be a bit too late, though. If only you had like one less loss or so, you'd probably be good if you just kept dominating. But if you go 10-7, that's not a guarantee of you making the playoffs. You guys went 10-6 last year, and you didn't make the playoffs. That's mind-boggling. But hey, never say never. You're definitely putting up a fight, and that's what I like about you. And Tua, he's playing okay now. You guys went up a spot. Good job. At 24, going down a spot, the Seattle Seahawks. You guys suck. There's no other explanation. Like Russell Wilson, Geno Smith. I don't give a crap who the quarterback is. You guys suck. That score may have been 23-13, but that is a divisional game, and you guys have been horrible lately. Bye-bye to your playoff chances. Even if you win out, you're probably not making it. Well, you're in the NFC, so you got a pretty decent chance. Currently, the 7th seed is the Saints with Trevor Siemian at 5-5. So it's not out of conversation, you know. You're not making it. At 23, going down a spot, I have the Broncos. I'm sorry, Broncos. You had a bye week. I'm sorry for dropping you, but there's a team I think that passes you. At 22, going down 2 spots, I have the Panthers. Cam Newton, he's back. But he didn't really. He played phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but Washington played a bit better. And that's what matters in the NFL. It doesn't matter how you play, it matters about the win. Well, for the team at least. For you, you know, if you throw like 5 interceptions and you're a backup quarterback and you still manage to get the win, you're probably not going to be a starter or on a roster. But you guys barely lost to Washington, but that's okay. You guys are still right there in the playoff hunt, and I'd say, you know, you guys probably have a decent chance of making it. Next, at 21, going up 3 spots, I have the team that beat the Panthers. That is the Washington no-name team. Football team. You guys put up a pretty good fight. Taylor Heinicke is playing pretty good football lately. Do I think he's going to be a starter? Maybe. Maybe in Washington, but other than that, not in the NFL. So you guys got maybe a hidden gem backup there, which is good. But are you gonna be able to make the playoffs is the question. I'd say right now, probably not, but you'd probably be like that 8th seed if there was an extra team that can make the playoffs. Which sucks, but hey, at least you're at 21 in my power rankings, going up 3 spots. At number 20, going down 2 spots, I have the Vegas Raiders. The Raiders, they are crapping the bed. You lost to the Bengals. That was a very winnable game, no matter what the situation was. You were trying to keep up with the Chargers and Chiefs in the division, and now you're down at the bottom with the Broncos. I think your season may be over. Derek Carr, he's played pretty well. But, you know, with all this controversy, it might be getting to you at this point. With you having to get rid of 3 players who were, well, I shouldn't really say players. 3 people who were on your team, whether it was coaching or players. And, yeah, that does suck. At 19, going down 4 spots, I don't give a shit if you won. Your team is dog shit, and that is the Cleveland Browns. You're 6-5. Great job. You barely beat the Lions with a backup quarterback. I don't care who the hell's injured. As long as Baker Mayfield's playing, you guys should be fine against the Lions. You could have OBJ return to your team and play as the fucking punter, and you guys should be fine. It don't matter who you have. You should easily be able to beat the Lions. And you guys struggled. You guys couldn't stop DeAndre fucking Swift. Now, notably, DeAndre Swift is a very good running back, don't get me wrong. But still, this is a bit harsh dropping you to 19, but at the same time, when you play like that, you're getting dropped like that. And that's probably where all the people, if you guys want to comment You guys can comment you suck for putting the Browns there. Give me one good reason why they shouldn't be there. And don't go back to past weeks. We're talking about post week 11, before week 12. So we're talking about the week 11. At number 18, going up 3 spots, I have the Eagles. Yep. You have the Eagles over the Browns? Wow. But did you see how the Eagles played against one of the best defenses in the league in the Saints? Jalen Hurts had a hat trick of touchdowns on the ground. They ran the ball. You never see that. Miles Sanders looked like he could be one of the best running backs in the league. That's what I wanted for my fantasy league. But because of that, I didn't start him because it's the Eagles, which sucks. Speaking of my fantasy, I also started Matt Ryan. Yeah, that was pain. I had Jonathan Taylor in my lineup too. He was on the bench. Yeah, that was a horrible week for me. But we're not here to talk about fantasy. We're here to talk about the power rankings. The Eagles 40-29 against the Saints. That score really doesn't mean nothing because that score was what I want to say 20 something to 7 at one point. You know, and they just scored in garbage time. So you guys won that game pretty convincingly. And that's why I'm going to catapult you up, even if it was with a backup quarterback. Darius Slay, 3 interceptions on the season. Or not interceptions, touchdowns on the season. He might have 3 interceptions. And he's a cornerback. That's saying something. At number 17, I have the 49ers. The 49ers, you are right on the cusp of being in that top 16. That's exactly where you want to be in my power rankings. The top half. Well, of course you want to be number 1, but the 49ers, they demolished. That's all that needs to be said. It was the Jaguars at the same time. A win is a win. 49ers, I knew you guys would be good. I didn't think you'd be this good though. Your record says 5-5, but you're playing like you could be 8-3. Or, well, in your situation, 7-3. But yeah, you do have a kind of tough matchup though next week, so let's hope you can get it done. You gotta play. Who do you gotta play? I thought you had a tough matchup. The Vikings. Speaking of Vikings, oh, never mind. At number 16, I have the Steelers. The Steelers, you lost to the Chargers. I feel bad for dropping you down 3 spots, but at the same time, also the 49ers went up 2 spots. I didn't say that. You guys were very injured, and you barely lost to the Chargers, but you did have to score a bunch of garbage time points to make a comeback. So, good job. I do think you guys could be one of the best teams in the league if you just piece together everything. But it's not here or there. And speaking of the Vikings, like I said earlier, at 15 I have the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, they put up a pretty good fight. Oh, and also I just want to say, in my fantasy league, I did actually win that game pretty convincingly, actually. Well, it wasn't very convincing. It was 113-93. No, that's 10 points. It's kind of convincing. The Vikings though, talk about them. You beat the Packers. I'm gonna put some bias here. Darn Savage, he did get screwed out of some interceptions, at least one. That would have definitely changed the game, but that's okay. You guys won, and you guys are getting hot at a good time right now. And as much as I hate you guys, I like what you're doing. You do have a tough matchup with the 49ers, though, so, I mean, and I believe winner of that game will more than likely be in the playoffs if it ended after this week. Because I'd assume either the Saints or, no, I I have it right here. The Saints are the 7th seed. The Vikings are the 6th seed. So, yeah, whoever wins would be in the playoffs. Next, we have the Vikings go up 2 spots. The Bengals 6-4 go up 2 spots. Bengals, they dominated that game. That's all that needs to be said. You guys got a tough matchup in the Steelers though, so let's see how you do. We gotta speedrun this, 13 Saints. We're just gonna scroll to up here, and you guys can just listen to me. Saints, you guys, you sucked. That's all that needs to be said. You do play the Bills on Thanksgiving though, so. And the Bills aren't doing very well, so let's see. 12 Chargers going down a spot. You may have won, but at the same time, you barely beat a Steelers team who are missing T.J. Watt, Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick. Probably right there for you, their top 5 defensive players. So, I can't be sold on you yet. Next, 11 Bills going down 5 spots, 6-4. Yes, the Bills are not in the top 10. Get it mad at me all you want. The Bills fucking sucked against Jonathan Taylor. Not the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. 5 rushing touchdowns allowed by one player. You guys lost 45 to 50. No, it wasn't. It was like 41-15, I think. That is horrible. That's nearly triple the score you guys had. Unbelievable. Number 10, Chiefs. Going up 2 spots. Congratulations, Chiefs. You made it onto the list of the top 10. Now let's see if you can hold it. You got a bye week, so, I mean, you probably aren't going to because I think the Bills could jump you depending on if they blow out the Saints. At number 9, I have the Colts going up 5 spots. The Colts. I know I just talked about the Bills, but let's talk about you guys and Jonathan Taylor. 5 rushing touchdowns. Good for you. You're probably the best running back in the league if Derrick Henry, isn't in the league. But you're definitely probably a top 3 unquestionable, and you're only in your 2nd season. Something I get to be proud about is I got a signed picture from you when you were in Wisconsin. And look at how you do. You're leading the league in rushing yards, and you just got 5 touchdowns. If you become a Hall of Famer, ooh. Also, Travis Etienne, I have your college jersey, and Alan Lazard, I have a picture of you in the Packers jersey. If you guys become Hall of Famers, I'll be happy. Very happy. At number 8, I have the Rams. They're staying the same. The Rams, I believe they had a bye week, so I can't really do anything with them. At number 7, going down 4 spots, I have the Cowboys. The Cowboys sucked a lot of cock against the Chiefs. You were missing a lot of key players, though, which is why I'm going to keep you ahead of the Chiefs. But if you keep playing like this, you're definitely going down. At number 6, going up 3 spots, I had the Patriots at 7-4. The Patriots blew out the Falcons, and they are playing like a top 5 team, even though I have them at 6. So I am going to give them credit where credit is due. You guys might, at this rate, be the AFC favorites. At number 5, I have the Ravens going up 2 spots, even with your probably best player in Lamar Jackson being injured. You guys still showed the freaking Chicago Bears who's boss. I'm happy about that, being a Packers fan. So yeah, and you guys did injure Justin Fields, which I am happy about, but at the same time, I don't want anyone to ever get injured, because that's messed up. At number 4, I have the Buccaneers going up a spot. Buccaneers, they blew out the Giants. Who's really shocked? I mean, I thought it'd be close, but I definitely thought it'd be a win, but whew. You proved me technically right and technically wrong. So good job. At number 3, I have Tennessee Titans going down 2 spots. Tennessee, come on, man. You lost to the Texans. I'm going to rule this as a trap game, and if you lose again, you guys might be in jeopardy. Number 2, I have the best team in the league in the Green Bay Packers. You guys kind of got screwed out of victory, but I can't make excuses. You guys didn't play very well in the first half, and if you don't play well in the first half, you got to play trail in the second half, that's a lot harder to do. So, good job. And number 1, the Cardinals. You guys, blew out the Seahawks in a way. That score kind of was close at the same time. You dominated that game. So, with Colt McCoy and without DeAndre Hopkins. Sorry for rushing it a bit, but I realized this video was going on 20 minutes, and that's usually where I want to keep it, is from the 17 to 23 minute range. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Let me know what you would change. Do not talk about the Browns, because I know a lot of you guys would say, change the Browns, put them higher. Fuck the Browns. And I'll see you guys next time. And once again, happy early Thanksgiving.